All right, hello all. Welcome back to the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here. Oh boy. So here we are. It's finally time, I think, now that they're adding mission after mission to this, to take on and clear the Festival of Battles. Now I've attempted this quite literally a single time only. I got to the Daima phase. I do believe that's like the third final phase or something like that. Now, at the time, fresh out of the 10th anniversary, I still needed dupes and characters, like Tech Vegito. So I ended up just getting crushed in a scenario where I thought I would not have. However, I have since gotten dupes. I've gotten stronger characters through, easy A's and new cards, right? So I have a pretty solid setup, and we are going to, at least for this one, I mean, we'll see when I get around to the next one, but for this one at least, we will be tackling the super type setup. So we need one super int, one super strength, one super physical, and we're gonna be in for a long one here. So what we have set up here, essentially, I mean, this isn't like a oh my god, I came up with a huge strat. Like I'm pretty sure this is something very very obvious, something like this. I think maybe the one character that might stand out, maybe, um, is this STR Blue Goku. But even then, I mean, there's not like a lot of really crazy strength, super strength like stackers in the game right now. So I feel like not even that is going to be that crazy. And with like the Vegeta Trunk stacks, uh, obviously he should be a decent bit better. Now something to note here is I'm fully aware. It's like, oh well, you're running double Vegeta Trunks. That you're running a million stackers already, right? That 5% is not the biggest deal. I mean, for Strength Blue Goku it will be, but for everyone else, not the biggest deal. I do understand that. The big thing for them, this 30% actually is really crazy uh, for everyone, especially the Super Saiyan 4s and the Gods, where they have 0% Phase 2 built in. This will be a true 30% buff. Um, so I'm really looking forward to jumping into this, seeing how it goes. This is this is probably going to take a long ass time. But just to show real quick my sort of builds before we jump in. This is what I have for Blue Goku. I do have everyone here fully linked level 10. And obviously I do have a decent bit of dupes on most of these characters. I think this should go pretty well. I mean, I guess we're about to find out whether or not it will, obviously, but I feel pretty confident about going into this. Now, obviously, with Tech Vegito, I did manage to pull two dupes during GDC, so he's quite a bit better. And then I managed to pull a dupe of Gogeta, so we're ready to jump in though. I'm very excited and also like I'm right. This is gonna be. I mean, what's a normal festival clear? Like 2.5, 3 some odd fucking hours. Like I'm not gonna say this is all gonna be one straight shot. I may cut a couple of times here or there. Uh, but I mean we're jumping in. Let's do this. Oh boy, I I've been putting this off. I just, in my opinion, this event was always like okay. It's like as long as you have spent a decent bit of money, it's probably not gonna be that difficult. And I think that's, I don't know, or you get like really lucky. Obviously, I mean there's that angle too, but I mean, you just bring like really good stackers, have them duped up, should be pretty easy. Especially with Vegeta and Trunks. Now, I really, I guess we'll see, but I have a I sincerely doubt I'm gonna have really any difficulty with this, but we'll see what happens, of course.
ready when you are, Vegeta.
Okay, so obviously they have an intro. Vegeta and Trunks and the Tech Gods will have an intro to play, and then we'll have the old tag swaps to play. Very unfortunate to get both Vegeta and Trunks is over there, I will say. But we'll work through it. It's I mean, once we get everything set up, I imagine this should go pretty smoothly. Now, at least for STR Blue Goku, I do plan on keeping him as Blue Goku for quite a while. I'm not sure exactly how long that will be, minus 55%, but just the idea with him, stack up as much attack as possible, and then whenever I get to the point, later on, where I want to be tagged into Vegeta, well, I don't know, because Goku is stronger defensively. I might tag into Vegeta at some point when I need the damage, but outside of needing the damage, maybe we'll probably just stay on Blue Goku. Maybe that'll be a bit of a better decision to do. Okay, so we're already through the first phase here, and then we'll have the intros to play next turn. I haven't seen these yet today, so I do want to look at them.
You're not going to defeat him by yourself.
Okay, so now that those are done, obviously, yeah, let's get the friend one rotated. We do need to get the friend on the other setup. Obviously, I do want a Vegeta Trunks on both rotations. And once we have them cooking, it should be fairly simple, I imagine. I mean, they're not big offensive powerhouses, but defensively, they'll have slot 1 handled the entire way throughout the fight, while providing a pretty substantial amount of support, obviously, to everyone around. So definitely sort of a must-bring, at least for this mission. I mean, I do have a team set up for the Extreme Class sort of mission. I mean, we'll see whether or not I use that or not. It is sort of going to depend on... I am still summoning on the Broly banner. It's going to depend on how the rest of those go, so we'll see. And that is part of why I am doing this. I do need the stones. I mean, it's 15 stones. Obviously, that's a pretty decent amount. So I do really want to get those. I mean, it's a double rates banner. I've actually been pretty lucky off it so far. But obviously would not hurt to do some more summons on it. So that is the idea. And we'll once again I'll see how that goes. I do have a decent bit of content, by the way, still to clear from this celebration even, and I know we have more content coming. When is it? Is it tonight? Over the next week, something like that. Because I know Global has our maintenance. We did get the event preview stuff that they've been doing recently over the last year or so. I forget how long they've been doing it exactly.
I told you we needed a plan, yet here we are.
Oh, relax. I'm sure we'll find a way. We always do.
Sure, except for all the times we've died.
But they've been doing them for quite a while. The little Twitter posts, and then in-game it'll show like all the events that are coming. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm referring to. So, I mean, we do know that like Union Master is getting 4 new stages. there's going to be a burst mode for the ROF Blue Goku Vegeta Dokkan event, so maybe that's a sign that they're going to Easy A the celebration after all. Initially I would have thought maybe they'd Easy A around the exact same point as Golden Frieza, but obviously they didn't. I feel like they've handled Easy A's, Super Easy A's, whatever, kind of weird, the celebration, I will say. I mean, we've literally only had, so far, Easy A Golden Frieza. Now, we do know the details for Super Easy A LR Broly, as well as Sub Easy A SDR Broly. However, I mean, given that this is the Tanabata celebration, or rather the Tanabata celebration replacement, I mean, if you look at past Tanabatas, especially even last year, they usually do have a substantial amount of Easy A's. I mean, last year we had...
This energy. Could it be Vegeta? Yes! I knew it with you.
Kakarot!
Alright, I had to let the tag play there. Last year we did have... who all was it? It was all the, like, Rep 7 sub Easy A's. We had all those. Okay, that'll drop down the AGL key spheres. I do want to make sure to stack defense on this guy. I mean, obviously he does need to be slot 1, but I figure it should be fine. I mean, we're still pretty early on. That if it doesn't work out, I mean, I'm not the most... it's not the biggest deal. But definitely do want to get the stacks in while I can, and obviously, once again, I mean, Vegeta and Trunks, they're, well, it's not the biggest amount. I mean, the 5% will be helpful. Because obviously Vegeta and Gogeta do want to be in slot 1 for their sort of defensive stacking. And I suppose technically Vegeta and Trunks would be fine in slot 2. Temporarily, early on at least. But still just playing it a little safe, I think. It's working out at least, so. And obviously I'm in Super Saiyan 4, so clean up here. I do want to stack the defense now while I can sort of more safely play around like that. And I mean, if it ends up
Mind your own business, Kakarot.
Yeah, I get it. I've never faced someone this strong before. I'm excited.
sorry about that, I did have to cut away for a moment there. I think we'll just actually keep AGL Goku in slot 1 this time. I did, just get done saying I will swap around. I am fine with keeping them in slot 2. But maybe, honestly, it might be just to test out. We'll see if I even can keep, like, Vegeta and Trunks in slot 2 and still be fine. Because obviously a big thing with this, the festival battles, the real reason why it's, quote-unquote hard, is this sort of silly little mechanic it has of, oh, hey, by the way, charge counts, right? I mean, that's definitely the big bad part about Festival. You do gotta actually make sure to keep killing within the amount of turns, right? So that is obviously what catches people. And I do want to make sure to avoid hitting that if at all possible, obviously. So we'll see how this goes. I will say, obviously, a bit of an issue with the strategy so far is I have been floating off the Super Saiyan 4s as well. See, the orbs were not too generous to me this turn. As this friend one, I don't think this friend one's really been hit that often. I don't think so. What if for this turn? Oh, I thought the Vegeta gave... No, he does give Ki. What the hell? Wait, so why'd the Ki not go up? Oh, I guess it did. I was gonna say, hold on, wait a minute. I mean, it's going up, but not by a very substantial amount, huh? Okay, we'll do this. Honestly, I could probably still have this just be Vegeta. Given that Vegeta at the end will do a decent bit of damage, obviously, in slot 3. So we should still be good on damage this turn. I believe. I mean, the earlier part of Festival, once again, I haven't really jumped into this since it came out, but the earlier part of Festival isn't the difficult part. The difficult part of Festival, obviously, is once you start getting, what is it, like, phase 30 or something? Isn't it around, like, the 6th anniversary characters? I think it's something like that. I could be wrong. But I think it's roughly around the 6th anniversary characters is when things start getting a little crazy, right? So until then, I think we mostly should be fine. And see, I mean, we're only gonna have a health bar left by the time Vegeta attacks. Well, even actually less than health bar, so... And we even triple super. Yeah, I do want to make sure I have the defense stacked very nicely on these guys, because I just... When I died in Festival last time, you know, my first attempt at it, it was, I believe it was Daima Goku. Hit my Vegito character as Goku with a normal for... I mean, the clear is up. It was some bullshit, like 400 some odd thousand damage, or some crazy number like that. My fucking normal, right? So this time around, I do want to make sure I'm giving them all the time they could possibly need to get that defense stacked up. Now, obviously, for AGL Goku, I mean, he does get the huge amount when receiving an attack. As well as the dodge. Honestly, he should be fine for most of... Ooh, wait, I might have fucked up. This might have been a turn where I should have gone Gogeta, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, I might have fucked up already. See, and this is definitely going to be a little experimental. I probably should have been Goku this turn. Type disadvantage Goku against Gogeta is probably not the play. Oh, well. Okay, that did actually quite a bit more than I thought it was going to. Yeah, and then if I keep them on the rotation for too long, I'm going to start running into the issue. Okay, yeah, we're fine. I'm going to start running into the issue of the 7th gears aren't getting their stacks. And obviously, I do need to get the stacks on the 7th... Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, Super Saiyan 4s don't even get to attack at all. Here I was worrying that I, whether or not I was actually going to make it through the turn, huh? Okay, yeah, I do need to strike some sort of balance with this. So let me, honestly, let me do this. That should work out, probably. Well, shit. Okay, what if I do this? I'll just go for a sort of defense stack, and then we'll give all the orbs to the Super Saiyan gods. And then starting the sort of next rotation, right? Then I'll start floating off Vegito and Gogeta again. Well, I'll start floating them off in general. And I'll have the gods and Super Saiyan 4s sort of take priority on stacking. I do need to... I mean, that is sort of the issue with bringing a lot of stacking characters. You know, not everyone is going to get equal treatment. unfortunately. But I mean, at least it's not like 7 stackers, right? I mean, Blue Goku definitely helps even it out a little bit. I mean, not like a major amount, but he definitely helps even it out. So I think that should help us quite a bit. 868,000. Yeah, see, we need to stack up a lot of defense with this guy. To be fair, he gets a lot when receiving, but it's just the Vegeta portion of this card is so fucking weak. It really is a disgrace how they designed the Vegeta portion. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll stay in Vegeta here, and this is all just going to be a complete guesswork, I guess. I don't know. I'm not particularly sure the exact plays I want to be making here. Because I mean, once you start getting deeper and deeper in, okay, of course I felt a great chance. Obviously, the threshold does move up higher and higher. I do need to make sure I'm stacking defense, which is part of why, you know, Vegeta and Trunks are hit, right? I mean, once again, I'm fully aware that their stack isn't going to be like the biggest deal. I mean, it'll certainly help. Their 18 key stack, both of them getting it. Now, not that I've had it every turn, even now, right? I mean, turn 1, we didn't have it at all. Turn 2, I think we only got 1, right? And then turn 3, we didn't have it. So we've actually already missed 10% technically through SA phase, I believe. Which is obviously pretty unfortunate. But their 30% phase 2 defensive support will more than keep us safe. I'm pretty confident. Okay, so here, the orbs are not being the most generous for me right now. That is a bit of an issue, I will say. Because I do need to start really stacking up. I guess I have to do it like this. I really need to start stacking up the Super Saiyan 4s and the Gods. So hopefully, maybe, if I can get some better luck here sometime soon. With the orbs, that'd be nice. That is another thing. It would be... We don't really have, like, any supporting characters. I was honestly thinking about maybe, like, dropping, like, the Gods. For, and this is probably gonna sound kind of crazy. I was thinking about dropping the Gods for, like, even someone like Physical Vegito Blues, super easy. Not that he's a stacker, but obviously he will get help from the stats from Vegeta and Trunks, as well as he does have the decent bit of dodge. I figured he'd probably do some damage with his counters. Because he does support, he does Rainbow Orb Change, which obviously would be, both of those would be pretty helpful for us throughout this, but I don't know, I didn't want to, I was too scared of the fact that I mean, he only has 50% chance if you're not under the threshold, right? And I didn't want to sort of risk that. And I was trying to figure out, like, another supporting character I could have used. Because technically I could have done, like, Vegeta and Trunks, both Vegeta and Trunks as the leaders. And just be, like, bond of parent and child, and then I probably could have found someone in that way. But I did want to, with having, you know, my Goku as the leader, obviously everyone here is receiving the full 220. Which is pretty substantial. So I did want to make sure to have that. I suppose technically, Gogeta and Vegito do support. I mean, it's not like a huge amount, but they do support, I guess. Obviously, Gogeta is successor. Well, Vegeta, I guess, is successors and fusion. And then Goku, Vegeta, whatever, Earth Protecting Heroes, as well as Katara. And right now we're having it's the defense support, as well as I believe they just give 1 key. I believe that's what they give. So not like a very crazy amount by any means. Okay, well at least this is a better turn for us. I think I am going to start doing something like this. Hopefully it'll work out. Now, obviously, for Vegeta and Trunks, the that phase 2 support that I'm talking about that is really crazy for them, it is sort of tied to them having 24 key or their active skill. So obviously in a scenario like this, we don't have it. So that is something I'm going to need to keep an eye on throughout this. I mean, in these earlier sort of parts of the fight where, you know, I'm not really... Obviously, the orb field is changing every turn. You know, I don't really have the best chance to really manipulate it in my favor. It's going to be a little harder right now. But once we get later into the fight where I can actually, like, set up rotations, I imagine it shouldn't be the most difficult to keep active. I mean, I guess we'll see what happens once we get to that point, but I think it should be more or less fine. Now we get a lot for them, thankfully. Although, they're probably not even really going to get to the biggest opportunity to stack here, actually. Yeah, I, sort of switching topics here. I still have quite a bit of content from the celebration, as well as even a little bit of GDC stuff. I actually was really good, you know, with 10th anniversary. I was massively behind for quite a while. It's the way things turned out, unfortunately. But with GDC, I have like a couple of missions left, like the Supreme Magnificent Battle, Next Generation Saiyans. I have 2 missions. I still need that like Infinite Sumasu event. I never got around to clearing that like Superclass mission. And then honestly, I mean I think that's about it. I think that's like the big stuff I'm missing right now, from GDC at least. Now from this celebration, I still haven't even touched Kaba or Majin Vegeta fight, so I am definitely interested to see how those go. But I did want to clear this. I mean, it's worth 15 stones, and then obviously I'll get the... I believe obviously you get like 1 for clearing. Maybe you'll get a little bit more for this event. I don't know. I imagine it's just the 1 for the clear though. So I mean, I'll get 16 stones total, which obviously is a pretty decent amount. I do want to get those. Okay. Okay, let me do this. Have the targeting like this. And that should work out in our favor, just to be safe. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really decide exactly where I want stacks to be happening. I mean, certainly I have quite a while to progress through this. It's not like, you know, I'm in a very bad situation or anything, but I do need to sort of balance stacking attack and defense. I can't just keep stacking defense. I do need to... okay. It doesn't help that every fucking boss is dying so fast right now that we're not even getting the chance to really stack people up too much right now. I might honestly, Vegeta and Trunks being in slot 2 for the time being might actually be the option. The optimal play. Because at least that way, I mean, with them losing the stats, other people will get to actually stack. Right now, I'm not getting the most, which obviously puts us in a bit of a bad spot as we keep going through here, but hopefully, you know, we'll be fine. I don't know. It does... I put this event off for so long. I really do not care about... And I know I already... I'm already, like, quote-unquote used to, like, doing this. Well, stuff similar to this, obviously, with the stacking videos I do. Those take quite a while. And depending on every single one takes different amount of times. I mean, some of them are very short. Some of them, I mean, take me days to record. So I do have a lot of experience with long events. But with those sort of long events, it's well, with that long event, I mean, it's very easy. You do have to play around it, smart, right? You can't just you can't be very incautious. You have to grab like specific orbs, and you need to bring like weaker characters. Because Rose is very, very weak, especially to nowadays characters. Thankfully, they just, for whatever reason, decided, and I sort of get the gimmick, right? But for whatever reason, they decided to, even nowadays, I mean, it's certainly gotten significantly easier. But even nowadays, Zamasu definitely takes quite a bit to kill, right? So it's, I don't know. As long as you're smart about it, it usually, I mean, there can be issues out of your control, out of my control, whatever. But it's not the most difficult for me at this point, outside of unforeseen things like if the boss keeps attacking in the wrong spot or some bullshit, right? Or I accidentally do a little bit more damage than I think I would. But I do have a lot of experience, obviously, with long stacking events. This is nothing new to me. But it's just, I suppose, the thing with that sort of differentiates. There we go. In my mind, is as much as I do love to, do the recording, YouTube, whatever. It is roughly like 2.5 hours of just, all right, here we go. Right? I mean, I don't. I mean, we're showing the team clear. Right? I mean, this is my first clear. I definitely. Well, hopefully, it's gonna be my first clear. Hopefully, I mean, if I die at the end, that'll definitely suck, obviously. But no, I just. It's a bit different, obviously, when I'm recording the entire thing. I'm talking like the entire time. For 2.5 some odd hours straight. I mean, that's why I said earlier on. I probably will cut a couple times here and there. I think I already cut once. Just to make sure. I don't want to. Listen, I just got done being sick like a week and a half ago, or however long ago it was. I mean, I don't want to overdo my voice all at once and then get sick all over again. I can definitely, if I yap for too long, if I get too excited with it, it'll definitely happen. So I do need to be a little cautious with something like Festival of Battles, just in terms from like a health perspective, and then obviously, I mean, that does impact just straight up me being able to record in general, right? I mean, if I'm sick, I'm coughing, whatever, like it's not, my voice gets worn out. Obviously, I can't really, I don't know. I mean, I do remember, for example, like True during like 9th anniversary, he just got like really, really sick. And it was just like really unfortunate timing for him. Like it was. I mean, I don't know if you guys watch Truth in general. To be honest, I haven't watched the most of other Dokkan YouTubers this year. I do still watch some of his like the discussion sort of stuff. I'll watch that sort of stuff, but usually I do tend to stick away from a lot of gameplay. I do like to try and formulate my own opinions. Now that I'm really doing my own thing, sort of, right? But I don't know. He just kept. I think I left a comment even at that time, like, hey, rest up. I know a lot of people are saying stuff to that effect, right? But it got to the point where, I mean, there's someone like Truth where even in a dead period, I mean, he'll be putting out 2-3 videos a day, right? And when you got like shit like all dropping at once, I mean, he'll drop like damn near 9 videos in a day. It's like, what the hell? Right? And then how he does all that, I don't know. You know, he definitely, he's very crazy about doing it. I mean, I feel like I've definitely put some, I've put the grind in too, I feel. But he's just on a whole other level, you know. Definitely 100%. And to be fair, I mean, Dokkan literally is his job, right? I mean, he both really enjoys the game, plus has, you know, it literally, if he doesn't do it, you know, he doesn't get money, right? I mean, although honestly, probably with how he can always have like 10,000 some odd stones, that man's probably well off. Anyway, regardless, point being, before I get too off track, so we can finish this up, I know there was like a day or two where he just did not push anything at all during the 9th anniversary, right? Just as it was starting, right? Which was obviously very big, you know, and it's because he overdid his voice. I mean, that was the point I was getting to there. That was why I had to slow down, you know, with right after my trip. I got back and then I got sick literally like at the same time, and it was just very, very fucking annoying timing. But you know, I was still recording, but it was, you know, I was just doing like the bare minimum to make sure I could rest and get better, and obviously now I am. So that's good. I still want to tackle all of this content from this celebration. I do need to really get on that, especially because, you know, I do want to get the summons in while they're actually, you know, the freebie is up. Definitely something I do need to make sure to sort of stay aware of. I imagine I should, you know, with like the Union Master event. I mean, there was like 10 stones per mission, or rather 10 stones from missions per stage, as well as the 1 per clear. So, you know, with another 4 stages dropping, I mean, that should be another 44 stones. And I do know we have a new ESPR coming, right? And then obviously all the red zone, the Majin Vegeta Kappa stages, and then there's a mission, I think it was stage 1 had a mission, or was it stage 2? I think it was stage 1 had a mission, the Raditz fight has a mission. So I do need to clear all that. I should definitely be able to get at least another 150 in before the discounts end. Where I'll go from there exactly, I'm not really sure. I do feel, you know, I have said several times, I feel very safe about Summer at this point in the year. I don't really anticipate a lot of like big stuff up and coming. I mean, we'll see. Obviously, I mean, that there's going to be the producer's letter, sort of most likely Heroes Celebration replacement stream on the 25th of October. Right, we do already know that. So obviously that could be something pretty huge. But other than, you know, that, right? There's not like, I mean, sure, we have the Christmas Carnival and the New Year's, but outside of that stuff, it's going to probably be, like, as the celebration ends, we'll probably get a Dokkan Fest UR into a Yellow Coin LR for October stuff. Then maybe we'll get another Dokkan Fest UR at the very tail end of October, maybe. And then, you know, obviously we'll probably already know, because the hero stuff was like early mid-November, right? And the thing with November is it's usually like the deadest period for Dokkan. Now, obviously, in the past, you know, I am a global player. There was the like thank you celebration or whatever that happened there. But you know, last year, as well as just I've been familiar with everything with the game forever. it's always like on JP. It's always just been like a sort of like dead spot in the year. I think the big reasoning for that, obviously, is they're probably like spending more like time to get the final big touches, finishing up the anniversary stuff. Would be my guess. I mean, not that that's a very uncommon guess. A lot of people do hold that opinion, but yeah, that's what that's obviously used for, right? So essentially, the rest of this year, more or less, is gonna be pretty quiet. So I'll definitely do this next 150, 100%. From there, I may do another. I mean, we'll see what happens with the stones for this celebration. But from there, I may do another 150. It's really going to depend, get to like the summon points on how everything goes. I mean, we'll have to see. I don't want to get like too far ahead of myself. So we'll see what happens whenever it does happen. I do need to probably, although like the gods haven't gotten the most stacks, the issue. At least Vegito, Tech Vegito. I definitely want to get at least some more stacks on him defensively. I'll keep him on rotation because at the end of the day, I mean, it's risky, obviously, but for Goku, if I do need to, have him in his defensive form, right, slot 1, he does have the huge amount of chance to dodge, right? So he should probably be fine for the most part. I mean, obviously I could get caught, but definitely need as much stacks as possible on Vegeta. That's the person I'm sort of the most worried about. I should be... Yeah, okay. I didn't think that'd really do any damage, but just... wasn't too sure. I definitely... Listen, there's 50 phases to this. I don't know what all of them do. Now, once again, I do know that earlier parts of the fight obviously are easy, but... I don't know, even like this quote-unquote early in, I don't want to have to reset. It's definitely... No one likes having to reset, right? It's just a pain in the ass. So hopefully I don't ever end up having to. Hopefully I can just get this one clear. Honestly, what I'll do though, in the event, the unfortunate, annoying event that I lose, what I'll probably do is I'll probably like just come back. It might even be like another video entirely. But what I'd probably do in that event is just like come back, however, say like phase 40 or something, right? Come back phase 40. If I drop this, the it orbs would be better. Yeah. Come back like phase 40 and then go from there. Maybe something like that. Because like I feel like we sort of get the point. If I go through it like one whole time, I don't think I really need to go through it the whole way through on video every single time. I mean, when I do the extreme pass setup, I definitely will for the start, but we'll from that point, I don't know, we'll see exactly. I don't know. I don't want to have to think about dying, and I mean, there's definitely a real possibility that I may or may not at some point, obviously. But we'll cross that bridge once we get there. It's it'd just be so annoying, obviously, to have to restart entirely, and I don't want to have to. I mean, I don't know why I even got concerned about that Gotenks Super. Once again, I do already know this doesn't really get that difficult. It doesn't even start to really get difficult until you get like 25, 30 phases in. We're obviously not even at that point yet. I mean, we're actually getting kind of close, but we're not there yet. And by the way, the turn count is not the phase count, although it is fairly accurate right now. I think I have been mostly one-turning bosses. Now, with that being said, it does look like we actually aren't going to one-turn these guys. So definitely need to keep paying attention to what's going on. Well, I mean, if I get the quadruple super with the Super Saiyan Force, that'd definitely do. And to be fair, I probably will proc the potential. What? Wait, really? Oh? Are you kidding me? Bah. Surely I just missed them launching it. Surely that's what happened there. That's crazy. Okay, so he's at 1.4 mil start a turn, huh? That's not a lot. I definitely want to... Well, I suppose he does have guard and slot 2-3, obviously, but still... Could do with quite a bit more. Ah, shit. I fucked up. Obviously, I do want to get as much stacks on the gods as possible, but I do need to sort of guarantee I'm getting the Vegeta Trunk Super every time because it benefits everyone. So let me cut away real quick. We'll be right back. Alright, we're back here again. Let's continue on with this. So obviously Goku and Vegeta are going to be dead here. I forget exactly how deep in the fight this is. Because when I attempted this originally, it's literally been... I think it's been more or less like half a year since I attempted it originally. It was sometime in March. I know that for certain. That I originally attempted this. So it's been quite a bit. This is 2020 right here. Super Vegito. Okay, see, I do need to stack him more, but for this turn, this is definitely what I should do here. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how all this goes. I mean, hopefully, smoothly through. Obviously, would be for the best. But I mean, we'll see what happens. The big thing, obviously, I do need to get Tech Super Vegeta really stacked up for the end. I do know, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know their actual mechanics. But I believe I think it's the Daima phase, then you go against Super Gogeta, then you go against Super Vegito. I think is how the fight goes. I could be wrong, but and obviously it's been forever since the event came out. Once again, I've actually not really watched Dokkan content for gameplay too much this year, like at all. I've still watched some discussion videos from like the Truth and Gorish, and stuff like that, but for the most part, I haven't really watched gameplay stuff. But I mean, even on like Twitter, people have posted, especially recently given the missions, a lot of stuff regarding Festival. So I'm pretty sure that's the way it goes. So, I mean, I guess we'll see how everything works out for us, but I imagine I should be at least in a better situation than I was when I attempted that there. And something that's also at least good for me this time around. Well, this isn't. What the hell? The rotations kind of screwed me this time around. So when I attempted it originally, I was using double tech Super Vegeta. And obviously both the 7th tiers aren't on the full 220, so they were both only on the 170. Now, they're not... Well, actually, I believe the Super Saiyan 4s are... They're on the 220 for... Everyone's on the Blue Goku 220. And then the Super Saiyan 4s are also on the Vegeta Trunks 200%, I believe. It's just the gods that are on the 170. But regardless, I mean, even though it's only 390%, I mean, that's still higher than 340%, right? So everyone actually is in a better spot for this go around. And then obviously, once again, I mean, the Vegeta Trunks stacks, I mean, they're not like the biggest deal, but they will help. I am very confident that they will be pretty helpful, at least at some point here. Even if it gives me a little bit extra damage to win at the end, I think that's possible. I mean, I guess we'll have to see, obviously, but I feel pretty good about the sort of thing I got going here. I think it's going to go pretty well. And then I'll have to. I mean, hopefully. I guess this is somewhat of a spoiler, but to be honest, it's probably obvious at this point. I don't like to talk about whatever my summons. So, okay, so we're actually getting to the point where it might start getting hard here. I don't like to talk about my summons until I get the initial summon video out. But I'm pretty sure it should be obvious at this point. I currently do not have my own Broly. Now, if I do get him, obviously that makes things substantially easier for that mission. But if I don't get him, I mean, I do have a teammate. I think it should work, but we'll have to see how everything pans out. I'm not 100,000% certain. I think it'll work, but okay. See, now this guy has the dodge. So when you have bullshit mechanics like this in a fight that can, I mean, isn't this actually? I think this might actually be phase 25 right now. It's definitely a little scummy to have this deep in, but obviously we're fine from that, and we might. Okay, he dodged that. Does he dodge this? I think we hit. Yeah, we hit. I don't know where the dodge point is for that super. Well, Vegeta's probably actually not going to die here. I'm not entirely certain how stacked up Super Gogeta is, but I don't think he killed Vegeta. Probably not. Even if we get a quad super, I think he'd probably live. Yeah, definitely. Because he also has the damage reduction raised. I mean, we're not even getting the quad super. Okay, that is what it is. It's not the biggest deal. But yeah, I just need to keep making sure to get Vegito stacked up. I'm really more so worried about the defense right now. I probably should start stacking Gogeta's defense again. I mean, once again, I think he probably will be more or less fine as we continue through this. But it doesn't hurt to be a little extra safe, I don't think. But I also do want to. The tech gods have fallen behind a little bit in terms of stacks. I definitely do want to keep getting them their stacks, although obviously once again, I mean, Vegeta and Trunks sort of need to be the big priority every single turn when it comes to getting the supers. So we'll see about when I get more how I figure out all of the rotations. It's definitely going to be a bit to figure out as we progress through. Although I think actually, or is it a bit later on? I do know at some point we start to go from 6 charges to 9. I think it also goes up to like 12 charges at some point. I could be wrong about that. I remember it mostly being pretty easy up until where I got to the diamond phase, where I lost. I mean, once again, it's been quite a while though, so. Okay, so I have him up to 1.8 million nearly. Well, he's at 2 million because of his extra defense. And how much phase 2 does he have? I forget how much. The thing is, I forget how much defense I had before. He doesn't actually get any phase 2. I suppose Vegeta and Trunks certainly help with that. And then he has the damage reduction, obviously. Yeah, I do want to stack more defense, honestly, on Vegito. I think that's definitely the play. 'Cause I do not want to get too far in and then they're just not stacked up. Obviously, that would be very, very rough for me. So we do need that defense to be, because I do think at the end of the day, Tech Vegito is probably the most in danger of anyone here. I mean, sure, Strength Blue Goku could fail, very unfortunately, at his dodge, but then he still has the massive amount of damage, like 70%. And while, I mean, that's not like guaranteed to save him or anything, especially if I have like the Phase 2 support up from Vegeta and Trunks. Ooh, okay. We might be starting to get to the point where I need to actually optimize having Vegeta Trunks all one. Because we're not doing the most damage here. Now, I can definitely correct this next turn. And we should still kill Goku, by the way. 100%. But definitely probably need to start keeping them in slot 1. Probably would be for the best. Okay. Because I mean, once again, I'm not like that far in, but even failing at this point would be very annoying, obviously, so. Definitely going to need to start getting my rotations a bit more figured out here, I think. Although, I don't know, like Goku, I do want to stack more defense for him. I'm not really too sure what to do there. Because if I don't have the defense built up for him, I mean, Vegeta definitely, man, could get caught. You know, I don't trust Vegeta so much. Although I suppose technically, to be fair, I mean, he does have the guard, plus he has the Phase 2 stats. I mean, actually, Vegeta's probably in a better spot than Goku. You know, for the Vegito is, honestly. Still, though, I would like just to be a little extra cautious. We'll try and get a stack here with, I mean, literally just a stack, but even a stack will be helpful for Goku. And then I should be... Maybe this wasn't the turn to play around with this, honestly. Because if I run a... Oh, no. Vegeta and Trunks on it. Okay, he's dead even before. So all I really accomplished here was rotating the gods off, which they do need to keep stacking, so maybe not the best. Yeah. Maybe that was not the wisest choice, but I'm definitely starting to get to the point where I need to keep Vegeta and Trunks in slot 1. Definitely do not want to play around with that too much. Damn. I feel like I need more defense is the issue. I suppose I'll be fine for now. As long as I have Vegeta and Trunks. Okay, so he's at 800. Hold on. The 815,000. He doesn't stack defense at all. He doesn't get the 180% in receiving. Then obviously he also gets defense. It's just on his 12 key, but he does have the guaranteed additional super, so he's he could be in a better spot, but he's not in a bad spot. Yeah, I don't know. We'll play this out like this. We'll see how it goes. As long as I have Vegeta and Trunks with the Phase 2 support, I hope Goku would be fine. Hopefully. I don't know. Maybe I should have stacked more defense earlier on, but I feel like I'm starting to get to the point where once again, I think I need to start keeping them in slot 1. At least against maybe like the 2 enemy phases. We're definitely shredding through Gogeta here, but I do not want to, once again, I really do not want to have to fully restart, obviously, so I don't know. Well, they're doing a lot of damage, though, on their own. Maybe I can keep them. I feel like maybe I can actually keep them still in slot 2, actually, probably. Because I want to get as much defense on Vegito as possible. I want to be as safe as possible. I mean, I don't really know what I'd say is the point where I'd be like, okay, we're good to go now. Actually, I actually don't know how much they Super 4 at the end. I'm gonna be completely honest. I imagine, obviously, quite a ton, but besides just vaguely quite a ton, I don't really have any idea. So I'm not entirely confident about the exact when I should do everything. You know, I don't. We'll play this turn out like this, and we'll see how it goes. Once again, I do want to get more defense on Goku here. Obviously, Gogeta, you know, transformed already even would probably be an insane powerhouse defensively. But okay, and I failed a great chance, because why not? Of course you do, Goku. Fucker. He'd probably already be a defensive powerhouse, but just to be safe for Vegeta, and of course I only got 2 supers there. I do want to keep making sure everyone has the defense. Because, I mean, offensively, we probably should be covered. I mean, Vegeta and Trunks in slot 1 are doing some 40-some-odd mil, but 20 mils, right? So, that department's probably pretty covered. Honestly, I probably do need to keep Goku for next turn. I don't know. We'll see what the Super Saiyan 4s do here. Because once again, I don't. Well, I mean, if they get like a quad super, right, I think we could probably still have Vegeta stack defense. Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's one, and obviously they have at least 2. This one and then the next guaranteed. So, and I have the 26 additional. So hopefully, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, they actually proc it. Yeah. Okay. No, I don't even need to be worried. Alright. Well, because it was that 2 enemy phase that made me start to really question, like, okay, am I needing to start lock in? But it appears the answer is no. I'm still good for now, so. There's that at least. Yeah, I don't know. This is definitely, once again, I mean, I'm no stranger to stacking up characters. Obviously, I have quite a bit of experience doing the stacking stuff. But it just... shit. I can't even get his guaranteed effects. Let me do that. That should drop the physical orbs down. And then... the gods... I was hoping maybe I could get a bit better luck. Obviously, we did not. Oh well, I mean, as long as Vegeta and Trunks keep getting their supers in, that's the big thing. I mean, even if it's, once again, only 5% to allies, I mean, it does add up. Right, so it will... everyone will be defensively better, you know, by the end, I hope, than when my first clear. I mean, we'll have to see. Oh, fuck. I forgot this guy has a fucking nullification. No shot, man. Am I actually gonna get fucking just locked out of the fight because of this shit? Okay, well, Vegito can do damage. What is his fucking... is it like unarmed or other? Like, what is he? What does he fucking nullify? I'll have to check the Vegeta and Trunks. See what their classification is. It has to be unarmed. Yeah, it's definitely unarmed. Okay. Yeah, I completely see, and then they pull shit like that, and then it's like, really? Do you really have to? Damn. These are all unarmed. That's a key. That's an unarmed. Vegeta is P. Both these. Yeah. Well, his 18 key, I guess, is other, but yeah, we're fine using Vegeta here. The goat Vegeta will definitely help us out. Although, I mean, Vegeta and Trunks might honestly kill him there. We'll have to see. But yeah, I mean, with the, you know, the thing is also, with recording something like this, I mean, I can yap about this game for ever, you know? But I'm not, I also don't know specifically what to yap about. Because at least with the 10th anniversary, you know, doing Festival of Battles, I mean, it was literally the 10th anniversary had just happened. Right, I mean, obviously there's quite a bit to talk about there. 10 years in, it feels so crazy still. I mean, I've nearly played the game for 8 years now at this point. Definitely very wild to think about. Okay, so we're up to the 7th year now. Definitely starting to get pretty far in. Not extremely far, but, you know, we're starting to get there. I do wonder if I tag this guy. He does have a 50% damage reduction. Well, actually, no. It's just the guard that's tied to... He'd probably still be fine, honestly. Slot 2. Especially if I do that. With Vegeta and Trunks having their 24 key, they'll give him the buff, so... I mean, we'll get some defense this way. This might actually be a good way to go about this. As long as Vegeta and Trunks are getting their 30%. Even though he doesn't have the guard, he should be fine. I do think so, so... I'll probably get a couple of turns like this. So yeah, they just fucking slaughter. I suppose I could, I don't know, talk about, like, Dokkan just, like, generally, because I honestly, I'm a bit, like, lost on, like, the state of the community. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't know if it's just, like, Twitter's, like, a miserable hellhole, because there's definitely that part of it to consider. But it seems like so many people are, like, so dissatisfied with the game. You know, I've seen a lot of people are, like, quitting the game, thinking about quitting the game, and it's like, I don't get it. Honestly, like, I don't know if, like, people are just burned out after playing the game for years and years and years. I mean, certainly that's a thing that exists. You know, and if you need to take a break, I mean, that's totally a valid thing. Especially if you have been playing the game for years and years and years. I mean, it makes sense. But honestly, I feel like, for me, I've been enjoying the game now more than ever. You know, I feel like certainly there were issues, 100%, with the 10th anniversary, but I don't think it's anywhere near the level that a lot of people seem to hold the opinion that it is of. So I don't know. It's just it's very confusing to me that so many people just, like, seem, like, so, like, done with the game. Like, I don't get it. And once again, I mean, 10th anniversary could have been better, but, like, it was still great. It was still amazing. Now, if you want to have the argument, and I think this is maybe where a lot of people are coming from, that it's the 10th anniversary. You know, it should have been super duper extra special. And I feel like it really was really special. But it's the fact that, at least in my opinion, and it seems a lot of people hold similar opinions, although I've also seen some that didn't like GDC at all, which I don't really get. But for me, I think GDC is my favorite celebration of all time. I feel like they did a phenomenal job with all the content. I really love all the new characters, like the plays. I feel like the rewards were like really great. Like they just like nailed everything. You know, well, I still am not a fan that fucking Vegito Blue. I mean, it's now 2 releases in a row. You're not really playing as him when he's like the featured part of the card. It feels really shitty, honestly, as a Vegito fan. Even after finally getting like more Vegito rep, and you know, obviously Super Vegito was #1 by far on release, which I'm still very satisfied with. You know, I didn't want to get both Vegitos in the same year anyways. You know, I'm also of the, you know, I was talking about last year. I feel like I've even mentioned a couple of times, at least earlier this year. I'm someone of the opinion where I don't want something I really like to get like spammed. You know, like getting a Vegeta. Cool. I don't want to see 2 Vegitos in a year, or 2 Vegito adjacent cards in a year. Right? Or like now we've had 3 Govegetas this year. You know, and it's like it just gets to a point where I feel like it like screws future cards essentially. You know, it's like last year I really was happy with Super Broly. I mean, Super Broly I still think is really, obviously he doesn't really hold up at all. I mean, he gets demolished nowadays. But his animations are still really top tier. You know, and I'm a big villain guy. I was fine with getting him. But it's also like we got him, then we got 2 more movie bro, like we got the Z Brolys. And it's like all of the major like villain slots were taken up by non-villain, just antagonists. You know, we had Jiren, then we had Super Broly, then we had, or I suppose vice versa. Well, if you want to go by the quote-unquote correct timeline, Super Broly, Jiren, and then both the Z Brolys. I feel like, you know, if they did like one of the Broly movies last year, and then they did like, they could have done, you know, in my opinion, they could have done like the BoJack movie or something, right? And then, you know, like getting Wrath Broly this year is a good thing. And then maybe we could get another movie Broly next year. But now, I mean, I feel like at this point, and I suppose like I could be very wrong, I feel like Broly is just going to be like really absent for like a long time in Dokkan. And it's like, I don't. A lot of people always seem like really excited when their favorite thing gets spammed. I actually don't really like that. I like to have some latency in between stuff. That way there's more stuff to look forward to in the future. And I don't know. I still find it really shitty what 2 Vegito Blues in a row now. Even though once again I am still happy with Super Vegito, obviously. I just, it feels wrong, you know? Just very, very unfortunate. I don't know. Look at how they massacred my boy, you know? It is what it is, I guess. But yeah, I think, because it's also like, I mean, you look at like Go Frieza, I wasn't really a fan of them, especially, you know, the whole animations ordeal. Like fuck that. Damn near all of the animations, excluding the acted scenes, which really rubs the salt in the wound, were from non-Tournament of Power, the filler pre-tournament power episodes. Really stupid. And then how, like, Gohan, Vegeta, probably go Frieza. Like, I don't think, like, really any of them are in a good spot right now. I feel like maybe that's why a lot of people have issues with 10th anniversary, how they handled, like, the carnivals, and I get that. And I really feel like we could have gotten, like, OG Kid Goku LR. We could have gotten. You know, it does feel kind of scummy that they didn't. Like, alright, here's all of Dragon Ball, and then all OG Dragon Ball gets this one free-to-play card. It's like, you know, we... Really? That was kind of slimy of them to do. And then we went from... Now, I really like Cell, but it was just perfect. Or, I always forget the classifications, but it was perfect Cell, not... Super perfect is when he comes back, right? So, perfect Cell into Pikkon. Into, like, the worst Golden Week of, like, modern times. Probably one of the worst, if not the worst in general. They just kept blundering. I still really like Hit, but whatever the hell happened with Blue Goku, and the fact that Hail Khalifa aren't really exciting on their own, and they end up using the Kefla, it's like, what? The fact that they lead fucking Universe 6 as a carnival leader skit? What? Crazy shit. I don't know. I really love GDC. You know, getting Future and GT. I don't know. I feel like those are both things I really like in general, but I'm having the game's in, like, such a good spot for me, for my taste, my opinion, whatever. It's like I just find it so weird that so many people. And it's not like it's just like a one or two people here or there, you know, are like, oh, I think I'm done with the game now. It's like a lot of people just seem to, like, be quitting or thinking about quitting, and I don't know, it just strikes me as so odd. It really does. That's why I'm like, so, like, focused on it. It's like, what? I don't get it. You know, I don't... 10th anniversary. I feel like a big part of this year as well that's been, like, so, like, peak for me is the Dokkan Day stuff. You know, the series to series. The free tickets they've been giving. You know, and not even that, just, like, having the time chamber sort of up, you know, to get, like, the extra links. I don't know, it really does feel like a special day for Dokkan, at least in my opinion. I do look forward to the Dokkan days every month. So I feel like that definitely has helped player morale. Now, I will say, I think that's intended to be something only for this year, given that it's the 10th year. I really hope they, like, go back on that and just, like, keep it as, like, a permanent thing going forward. I think the game would massively benefit if they keep it as a thing just going forward. I mean, we'll see whether or not if they do. I hope they do. I really hope they do. But, you know, if they don't, but I can't see it. Honestly, I feel like, I know I've personally given them feedback, like, in the survey, like, hey, you know, this is a really great feature, don't take it away. I feel like a lot of other people have. I feel like just in general, you know, they do check the social medias. I feel like they have to have seen, you know, how much people enjoy them. So personally, I don't think they're going anywhere, even though I think they're technically supposed to. But we'll have to see, obviously, what happens, what doesn't happen at the end of the year. You know, we don't know quite yet, obviously. But I don't know. I feel like they've done a pretty good job, at least in my opinion, for Dokkan. Now, I think part of it, for me as well, to be fair, and this is actually kind of ironic, is the fact that, you know, starting doing YouTube stuff, you know, it's a new I mean, it's not so new anymore. Especially, it feels crazy to think about. I've been, what has it been? Like, I feel like it's been like a year and 3 months or something like that. That I've been uploading Dokkan content. It's been something like that. So obviously, I've been doing it for quite a while at this point. I think that's safe to say. You should. They don't have enough, but you know, not too much I can really do there. But I feel like I really do enjoy recording, you know, YouTube in general, doing YouTube videos, even outside of Dokkan. YouTube's been a lot of fun for me. And it definitely helps that, you know, a lot of people seem to vibe with what I do, so that's cool. But I just enjoy doing it for myself in general. I don't know, something about the recording process, I definitely... at least with something like Dokkan, I do have a buddy that still plays it. Actually, probably, you know, the person that really got me into the game. He still plays it like a decent bit, but not what he used to. And then I have a couple other people, friends, whatever, that were in fact, even like Jason Slayer, Worldwatch, you know, they've appeared on the channel several times. They used to be really big into the game. They open it occasionally nowadays. I mean, at least I've always been passionate about this game. There was a time actually with Legends I really liked Legends more, but I don't even open Legends anymore. I played it a little bit during the anniversary, but I dropped it again. And I hadn't played it since Ultra UI came out before that, so it's... I don't know, I feel like it really sucks seeing what's happened with that game. But, like, I've always just been, like, really passionate about Dokkan, and... You know, for the longest time... Because it's been a thing for a while. You know, people... And it's fine, you know, once again, people are allowed to have... yeah, if you've been doing something for a long time, it's totally normal to get burnt out on it. But, you know, a lot of people, at least IRL for me, just stopped really caring about the game, and I had no one to really talk about it. So, that's part of why I really started doing Dokkan content originally. And I've really enjoyed doing it. But what the sort of point I was getting at there is I do find it kind of ironic that, you know, now that I've started doing content, you know, making content, whatever, ironically, I feel that I have like more like stuff to do with the game. You know, like obviously I didn't do the stacking videos on my own time beforehand. You know, that was something I was like so excited for the release of Broly and like how my summons went, and I've always liked stacking characters. Even before I, you know, started uploading, I've always loved it. You know, I was a big Tech Gohan guy back in the day. It's... How do I don't know, I just... Dokkan... I have more to do with Dokkan. I guess maybe this is a better way to phrase it. I have more to do playing the game now than I did before. And, you know, obviously, with these now, you know, I'll do, like, showcases where, you know, I'll bring characters into separate events first. Typically, I just, like, jump into, like, the hardest stuff in the past, right? I don't know, like, doing the breakdowns and the calcs are always fun for me. You know, like, really just, like, sitting down, examining how a character will actually do. I don't know. Doing content creation in general has given me, like, so much extra stuff to do with the game. And then outside of that, like, obviously having all the extra stuff, which can become an issue. But with having all the extra stuff, I also haven't, you know, like with the red zone stages that I haven't jumped into. You know, so I will get behind on Dokkan content pretty frequently. Well, not like videos, but like, you know, like the content in game. You get what I mean. I do pretty frequently, honestly, get behind on stuff. Yeah, I do know that. But it's also, once again, I mean, I don't like, I wouldn't, I couldn't, I don't think, but B, I wouldn't like just like spamming everything out at once anyway. I do like to take my time and enjoy the content. That's how it's meant to be done, right? Crazy concept. But, you know, B, it does also, you know, I do need stuff to upload as well. Like, if I put out 20 videos in one day, and then, you know, suddenly there's nothing to, you know, go over, right? So that's another reason why it definitely sort of gotta make sure I keep a good pace about how I go about things. Okay, no, that'll drop down the strength orbs. No, it did not. God damn it. I mean, I'll be fine here, because we have the Vegeta Trunks support. We're definitely starting to get deeper into the fight. We're not, like, deep yet, but we're getting deeper. Jesus. Piccolo just got fucking destroyed by that, what the hell? Because these guys were the end of 2022, going into 2023. So the next character, isn't it the Majin Buu Saga duo, the Spirit Bomb? I think that should be the next enemy we face. We could probably honestly still kill Gohan this turn. I mean, we'll see what the gods in Vegito give us here. It'll probably depend on how my additional with the Great Chance in slot 2 goes for us. Okay, we actually succeeded it. Yeah, we'll definitely kill Gohan here then. But yeah, I mean, because they do have it structured, isn't it? Like, I honestly haven't been paying too much attention to the enemy types, but I know I figured it out before. It's the anniversary characters, both of them, or two of them. Then they have, isn't it Golden Wheat? They have a character, they have one worldwide character, and then they have one New Year's character. Don't they have like a Tanabata character in there at some point? So we're definitely starting to get pretty deep in it now. I don't know exactly how deep in we are, but we're starting to get pretty deep. 100%. I'll just... What is Vegeta actually at defensively? Let me see that. Even the one, like, greatly raised could be pretty helpful. I mean, obviously I do want to get more, but even just one could be pretty helpful for us. I just gotta make sure to keep the defense up. I do need to probably stack more on Vegeta as well. I think that'd probably be a pretty good idea. I don't know, I don't want to, I don't want to be not prepared for the final phases. Listen, I lost before. I do not want to lose again, obviously. And we are not getting lucky with my crits here for Vegeta and Trunks. At all. Fuck. I'm actually in a very bad situation now. That's not good. Fuck. Well, at least blue... Okay, that's good. We got the hidden potential additional super. Blue Goku has the 2 supers at least. Wait, what? Isn't... Oh? Doesn't he need to be in slot 1 for the 1 super? I didn't... Was I at 20 key? I didn't think I was at 20 key. The hell? Okay, that's weird. I don't know why that just happened. Yeah, see, I'm definitely... we did a decent bit of damage in the later part of this turn, but 5 health bars to go is certainly not a good spot to be in at all. How are my orbs again? Okay, I mean, they're pretty decent. Let me do that. I'll do that, and then I can get the tech orbs and the rainbow key sphere. The Super Saiyan Force. Oh god, please! Please don't tell me. 20 key is where I need to see crits on Vegeta and Trunks here is what I need to see. Oh boy, I swear to god, if I lose at this point... Oh my god. I hope I have the damage. See, if they get the crit, I'll definitely be good, but the other one did not want to fucking crit for me at all, so... I mean, Vegito does a lot on his own, obviously, but... And the Super Saiyan 4s have at least 2, hopefully 3 supers, but I don't want to... Now, the further into the turn we get, obviously, the more scary it gets. I think we should be good here, though. We're definitely... Goku will kill, yeah, because... See, this Vegeta and Trunks, the friend one wanted to get all the fucking crits. Mine, on the other hand, did not want to crit at all. Definitely, very scary there. I need to make sure to keep the damage up, too. See, now we're on these guys. Let's do here. Vegeta has the guard. Plus he gets the... You know, the phase 2 stats. Once again, I don't know how hard these bosses start hitting up to is the issue. I think I should be in a pretty good situation, though. With his defense. More or less. Yeah, the issue with the 7th tier is I'm not really consistently being able to get their 20 key off. Obviously, that does hurt us quite a bit. See, this is why I was really thinking about draining a supporter. Honestly, I was toying around with the idea. I decided not to. But I was thinking about my initial clear being like a Glorio setup. Because then we'd get the huge amount of support. As well as, well, I mean, just actually it'd be the stat support as well as the key support, right? So that would be a pretty big help. And we could have run a mostly similar setup too as well. Yeah, okay. The GT duo here is definitely dead. Okay, now we're still chilling, but I don't know, I'm starting to get pretty late into the phases here is why I'm a little concerned, obviously. I'm way too deep in. I do not want to lose at this point. That would definitely suck. Okay, we got the hidden potential, but it's normal. The gods will probably kill here. 24. I probably need to start keeping them on rotation. Now, the thing with the gods and the Super Saiyan 4s, obviously, I do have a sort of leeway that I do not have with, like, Vegito and Gogeta. Given that they can transform and be fine. You know, they will, like, keep the guard once they transform. So we'll be good. there. But obviously, the transformation for Vegeta Gogeta is limited, right? So I can't just like use it willy-nilly. That is also why I'm not the most concerned with the 7th tiers. Like I'm making sure to stack them, but their transformations, even now, I think would be more than enough to keep them afloat throughout this. I guess I could be wrong, but I'm pretty confident they'll be fine. He's up. They're up to, I suppose, 6.4 nearly. Not the best orbs here for me. I need to do this. Yeah, that works out, and then I can grab these. Perfect. See, and that's still only 19. Damn. Yeah, the gods especially. I need to get them, like Vegito, I'm keeping him on rotation. Vegito is obviously the sort of like win condition. I gotta make sure he's, and I do think he's probably like the, I mean, once we start getting like really deep in, he's the one that's definitely in the most like scary zone. I really do think so. So I do need to make sure to keep a special eye on him. Jesus Christ. Vegeta and Trunks just fucking slaughtered him. Okay. Yeah, I suppose that is a really good thing for Vegeta and Trunks. They've been consistently destroying the tech types, which obviously, when we fight Vegito at the end, will be really good for us. Oh, okay. I see. We're deep in at this point. Ooh, okay. I need to do this, I think. Vegeta will be fine. It's all one there. I'm doing it this way. Because I do, want to keep Vegeta and Trunks stacking. Obviously, as much as possible. And the stats, they do a lot of my damage. But, just to be cautious, I don't know where the super is. And the gods are definitely not in a good spot. At all. So, yeah, my damage jumped down substantially this turn. I might have fucked up. I forget how deep in this is. I mean, up to 9 charges. We're getting pretty close. Isn't this like phase 35 or 40? Something like that. I think it might be phase 40. We're pretty far in, but this is not a good turn at all. We're not doing damage. I probably should have kept them in slot 1, but I wanted to make sure I could get the 30% support, the phase 2 support to the gods, just to be safe. And whether or not it'll actually save us, I don't know. Has Goku even supered yet? Because I really am. He doesn't have guard is the issue. The Super Saiyan gods don't have guard anymore. That's why I'm so concerned about them. Because without guard, obviously that puts us in a bit of a bad situation, to say the least. No guard means int type destroys. Okay. We're good. I was worried for nothing, I guess. Hey, I'd rather be worried for nothing than get cocky and lose from it, right? Okay, let me do that. And then, honestly, let me tag into Vegeta here.
This'll be over in a second.
We'll get the damage from him. He's at 1 million start of turn. He obviously gets a substantial amount. Okay. Yeah, we're already. I mean, we're at 20 key, just starting to turn off essentially. So he's actually, Jesus, he's very defensive actually. Because that's 400% phase 2 stats. He has 40% damage reduction with a high chance to dodge, plus all of his super attack effects. Yeah, I mean, he's actually okay. Very interesting. I guess we'll just grab this. He should do a lot of damage for us this turn. Honestly, it'd probably be in my 62. Yeah, and then obviously he juices up Vegeta and Trunks quite a bit. It'd honestly be probably in my best interest. That's not going to happen. I was going to say to kill them this turn. Or kill Goku this turn. If I kill Goku at all, damn. Can I get a crit? I'd like to get a crit. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. There we go. I mean, Vegeta is going to do a lot of damage, but I'm not... I'm certainly... I'd rather kill here. I don't think we're going to, but I'd rather kill here. And then use like the Dokkan attack next turn. That's the thing. I don't want to have to waste it. I think I will, though, unfortunately. We'll see. I mean, I actually don't know what Vegeta's going to be super in here for. I haven't used him in a while here. And he does have support and all of the links next to, you know, this Gogeta Vegeta, so. And he's in slot 3. Okay, we should be more than fine. I'm not concerned at all. This is guard, and we have the phase 2 stats. Yeah. Yeah, 55.6. I mean, if he gets crits... even then, actually. Because he has this one, and then he has one more guaranteed. I think that might actually be all he has guaranteed, just the 3. 3 is obviously a decent bit, but it's not going to be enough. Where the Dokkan attack meter is right now, I don't think I can stall it out another turn is the issue. But hey, I guess I can put Vegeta probably slot 1. Because I mean he'll get the Dokkan. Well, I do need Vegeta and Trunks. Once again, I need them to keep stacking. So, okay, let me probably about time I take another break anyway. I've been out this part for 56 minutes, so let me cut away. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back here. Let's continue on. Once again, unfortunate that I'm not going to be able to get any other stacks here, but I do kind of need to take advantage of Vegeta and Trunks as much as I can. Their stack is just way too important, and obviously missing the Dokkan attack really does suck here. Especially because, well, honestly, I was going to say, because we are getting pretty late into this, I'm not going to lie, I did actually check while I took my sort of a break in between cutting away. This actually is, in fact, the 40th phase. This is saying for Goku here. So we do have, 9 phases to go now. So we're definitely getting very close to the finish line here. Now I do need to make sure to stack up the gods a bit more. I think at this point, definitely. I just have not gotten the most opportunity to stack them. I wonder if... I know I just came back. Honestly, let me cut away again. I think I can get them the strength ups. I need to get them the additional super, the 20 key one. So we'll be right back again. Okay, here we go. So this way, yeah, I can definitely get all these strength orbs. And, I need as much supers on the gods. They're just way... I mean, they have 7 million defense now that they have the orbs, but they're still really, really behind right now. And honestly, I should probably stack some more defense. on Angel Goku. I think I can afford to do that, so we're definitely going to do that. Now, I'm not really sure exactly how I want to go about using, like, Vegeta through the rest of this. I mean, his damage in slot 3 can definitely be pretty crazy. I haven't really gotten the most opportunity, unfortunately, to stack the attack with Goku. And we are getting pretty late into this. I mean, to be fair, this is definitely... We're getting into the tankier portions of the fight, so honestly, there could probably very well be another hour, so half an hour, in just this portion of the fight, these last 10 phases. Or 9 phases, whatever. But I'm not... Because I mean, there's also a lot of turn count in between. I don't know, I'm not really sure. If I could get a bit more damage from him, it'd probably be a good idea. And I should probably honestly use the Goku active as well. Just to add a little bit extra sort of caution in case I do fail. A dodge at some point. Obviously, given that he doesn't stack defense. I don't know. I mean, the defense stack from Vegeta and Trunks actually has been pretty substantial for them, but still, especially because they're 55%, still just probably would be better to be a little cautious. Although, to be fair as well, because it does do damage, I could probably use it, like, effectively at some point. I don't know, maybe it would be wise to try and look for, like, the best opportunity to use it. Okay, so we actually got 3 stacks this time. That's huge for Angel Goku here. What the hell for? Wait. I thought he had to be in slot 1 to get the 4 supers. What? How did that happen again? Am I forgetting something about this guy? When attacking. Oh, no! Yeah. No, because it's... I totally did. I'm getting mixed up because of... Goku, aren't I? Right, doesn't Goku... Yeah, see, his is specific, and then also, like, Angel... That's what I'm getting mixed up. Okay. And then Vegeta, does he need to be... Yeah, see, he needs to be in slot 1 for it. That's why I keep mixing it up. Goku doesn't, though. That's very interesting. Okay. Well, the more you know, I guess. Up to 1.1 now. I probably... I do that. That's only 20 key. Or 18 key, actually. Still, though, I do need the damage. I do need to be a bit smart with my orbs as well for next turn is the issue. I could probably do something like this. Although, Goku's not going to... See, this is why I think I need Vegeta. Goku's not going to really do any damage like that. So if I have this with Vegeta, we should be fine for next turn. I think. And obviously, Vegeta and Trunks hitting the support will be helpful. Yeah, they're 56.8. Yeah, this friend one, by the way, I've noticed, doesn't do as much damage. I thought they were both, like, in level 10. Do I have, like, an attack equip on mine? I might. I didn't think I did. But I guess I might. I don't know, this friend one consistently seems to be hitting significantly less than mine has. And I find that kind of weird. Okay, so that's 40.4. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need Vegeta to go, like, really crazy at the end there. Okay, we get the additional super, that's good, 34.9. Because, I mean, we're doing a decent bit of damage, but I guess to be fair, we have the whole other rotation. It just, I don't know. I'm getting more and more concerned the deeper in we get. Obviously, I do not want to lose this deep in. Of course, nearly 53 mil. Honestly, I probably, damn. It might have been better to just keep him as Goku, because if he doesn't kill here, which I don't think he will. Yeah, he's not going to. We're literally going to just get one single super from Vegeta Trunks, and that's going to be it. I keep running into this scenario. Vegeta and Trunks are doing way too much damage. Damn it. I'm not really getting the stack too often with everyone else. I'm going to have to really hope that their support pans out for me. As I get towards the end of this fight, I'll tell you what. Because I'm way too into it at this point. I can't, like, sort of back out. You know, this has been my strategy. I have to stick with it. And, I mean, if it fails, I guess, like, come back. You know, like I said, probably I'd come back against, like, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I don't need to come back from the very start, I don't think. Okay. We're still in it, though. That is what matters. Now, if I can stack some more with Vegeta, I would really like to do that. I can get the AGL orbs this way. Although, yeah, I'll get the AGL orbs. And then, yeah, he gets his like that. Should be good to go. I just need to make sure those two are, like, really solid. Because I do want to use their attacking forms more. But I'm worried about their defense. And, I mean, Vegeta and Trunks do have the 24 key this time around, but I don't know. Getting them their 24 key has not been the most consistent so far. I'm definitely concerned about how often or not I'm going to have it up. Once I get to the later part of the fight. Well, the very, very later part of the fight, obviously. We'll see what happens. Okay, so we got a health bar and a half down. 2 health bars for Vegeta and Trunks. Now, obviously, Vegeta and then Goku aren't going to do the most damage. 45 points, actually. I mean, that's... Okay, hold on. I mean, they'll actually probably do a decent bit, because Goku also still has his 4 supers, actually. And then, obviously, we're at the point in the fight where I do have 9 charges. So, yeah, we should be good. And I will actually get to stack the gods next rotation, which obviously is definitely needed. And then it'll be the Super Saiyan 4s that'll come back around over here. I feel like I definitely need to... Because obviously they're not going to do too much damage against a strength enemy. We'll see how it goes. No, I feel like I'm going to get into another situation where next turn I'm just going to get like Goku to one-shot and then Vegeta and Trunks are going to finish things off. It seems to be happening very consistent. Okay, it doesn't matter if he doesn't get the dodge. With that huge phase 2 defense he gets, he's chilling. Yeah, they're up to 7.1. That's obviously quite a bit. And then we get them their orbs. They're up to 6.8. I need to get more. I just have not gotten enough stacks on them, unfortunately. I could probably get another stack with Blue Goku like this. It'd probably be fine. So I can even use Goku next turn if need be. And we got nearly 4.5 health bars down. I should be fine doing this. Because we should get at least another 3 or so down this turn, I imagine. We should be fine. Yeah, Vegeta and Trunks. I mean, because ironically, the character that's probably like benefiting the most from like running both Vegeta and Trunks is both Vegeta and Trunks. You know, their own the 18 key stack. It's only 20%. And that's all they stack. So the extra 5%. Well, I guess technically so they stack 25% per turn because the 5% to allies hits them as well. But obviously 20% isn't a lot. So the other 5% from the other Vegeta and Trunks has been boosting them up actually quite a bit. They're actually hitting decently high, I'd say. I mean, with the fact that they can crit, obviously could be better, obviously, but I'm pretty happy with how they're doing. And then I do want to hold on to that Goku active. Maybe I'll use it the next time he comes around. Maybe. I don't know. If I've held on to it this long, I might as well just use it for like a really big damage turn. I figure that I might as well. 40.3. I mean, he's not doing a lot of damage. I have not gotten a lot of stacks with him, unfortunately. It's how the rotations have worked out. And once again, I have been floating him like the entire fight. I mean, stacking the attack on him is not as important as stacking the defense on everyone else. So I mean, it is what it is. Okay, he should be fine here, even if he gets hit. He did actually get hit. Okay, well, I wouldn't want you to get hit, Goku, but you are fine, I guess. So. Okay, here... I probably... I'll honestly probably kill with Vegeta and Trunks. But if I don't, Vegeta should clean things up, get an additional stack in here. Additional 2 stacks. We'll definitely finish up with Vegeta if we don't finish up with Vegeta and Trunks. It depends on how many supers they want to give us, though. Yeah, okay. I mean, there's only... They'll probably... Okay, we're getting really, really close. We're getting really, really close. Because it's Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And then... I mean, he's the last... You know, he's the New Year's. For the 8th anniversary year. Right, for 2023, so... After this, I mean, we're on to 2024. And obviously, it only goes until the start of 2025, so we're in the end game now at this point. Oh boy. I do not want to fuck up. I'll tell you what. I am so deep in here. Honestly, I mean, he has a... What is Vegeta's defense up to? Okay, I mean, he's nearly just shy of 4 million. He gets the guard. And he has the... Vegeta himself is actually very tanky at this point. Which is obviously very good. I probably should honestly start worrying about his attack. Might be good. I don't know. Maybe I'll give him one more turn for stacking the defense, just to be a little extra safe. I think we should be fine against Beast Gohan. I guess we'll see. Let's do it. And because I'm also like, the thing with I'm really scared about Goku, to be honest. Not this Goku, the Vegito Goku. Because once again, he is how I died initially on my very first run. Goku killed him with a normal. So I don't want to repeat that shit. I'm very concerned about repeating that shit. So I would very much like to have him as defensive as possible. But I need attack as well. You know, and it's like finding the balance. That's a little difficult. For sure. Now, we are still going to do a decent bit of damage this turn. The gods obviously have this additional, another one, and then, you know, hopefully we get the hidden potential. And obviously it means Goku's going to do quite a bit. So we are doing decent damage still. 100%. But I do, you know, just, I don't know. I don't want to have to, I mean, obviously I'll have to jump in again at some point to get the other clear in. But I don't want to have to, the extreme class one. I don't want to have to jump back in on the super class one if I don't have to. It takes quite a bit to get up to this point. So if it can be avoided, that's definitely what I want to do. Okay, so we got 3 health bars down. Little over 3.5. Well, a little under 3.5, whatever way you want to phrase it. Okay, what to do here? Honestly, what is the 3.7? I mean, Goku gets a decent bit stronger though, obviously, 4.2. I feel like maybe if I do this, tag him over, and then Vegeta and Trunks are even giving the sort of support. That way we're completely covered, essentially. And then let me start dropping these key spheres down over here. That's going to be problematic for next rotation. Okay, well, if I get to the next rotation, that is. I could actually probably kill this turn. Maybe. Because the Vegeta and Trunks, yes, it's 60.4. I mean, if they want to give me the crits, we should be in business. I think what I'll probably do, honestly... Okay, no crit there. I think what I'll probably do for Goku, I'll probably use his active against Tech UI Goku. I think that's probably the point I'll use it. That might be the best time to use it, I think. I don't want to play around with that dodge. I do remember he has that dodge. I don't know what, like, how high it is. But that dodge shit is really fucking annoying. And obviously the active can't be dodged. I'm pretty confident in that, at least. I mean, even if it can, I'd be able to play around with like the rotation order to be able to, you know, make use of it. So I think we should be. That'd probably be a good idea to use it that way. Okay, see, Beast will still be alive next turn, but he'll be very low after Vegeta's barrage here. I mean, we've gotten Vegeta up to the point where he's starting off with a 56.7, 41.8. Like, mine's 55%. Like, the stacking from the Vegeta Trunks. And he's honestly pretty tanky as well, overall. The stacking from Vegeta Trunks is definitely helping him out quite a bit. So I honestly, I think we're set up very nicely. Oh, shit. Oh, he's getting supered. Fuck. Okay, how is he... And he's not dodging them. He does have 40% damage reduction. He should be very tanky. We have the Vegeta Trunks support as well. Yeah, double digits, okay. I... Whew, had me concerned there for a moment. Okay, and see, this is what I was talking about with the orbs. The orbs are very much not on my side right now. I didn't even realize it was going to be double 7th tiers. This is actually really, really bad. Fuck. Really? 42, 45. Okay, so I'm actually a little bit lower with the Super Saiyan 4s now. What I think I'll do... I'll do this. I'm really concerned about my damage this turn. I could very easily lose here. I do not have the orbs at all. We're gonna need to see stellar performance from Vegeta and Trunks. Okay, they crit on that. I need quadruple super crit turn. That's what I really need right now. Because without that, I don't know. Because I don't even have a guaranteed additional super on the Super Saiyan 4s or the gods. Okay, at least I got the quad super. Can we get the crit on this, please? Please get the crit. Bahaha. No way. Should I have transformed one of them? Damn it. Oh my god. I should have transformed one of these guys. You gotta be kidding me. Fuck. I did not have the damage. Well, more rather, I didn't have the fucking orbs. If I had any orbs whatsoever. I couldn't. I just had no orbs. And that's it. Jesus Christ. Oh, fucking hell, man. The orbs just fucked me. See, and this is why I wanted to like bring an orb changer, but I was really like, I don't know. Honestly, I might like if I can like think of like an orb changer to bring, I might like genuinely like swap out like AGL Gogeta just to get an orb changer. That might be the play. Fucking hell. Honestly, I'll just come back against Beast Gohan. That's what I'll do. I mean, that's where I got to before. I don't need to. Yeah, damn it. That's really unfortunate. So, second attempt ever Festival of Battles, and I fucking lost. Unfortunate. It is what it is. All right. So we are back here. It's I actually ended up having to restart another time. Well, yeah, I ended up having to restart another time. So I started another run, and I got decently far in. And in that run, I was trying Glorio out. Unfortunately, I got to Beast, and then Glorio. I guess I don't know. Is the Beast super like guaranteed to hit? Like I don't know if that's the sort of deal with it, because there was that first time where AGL Goku didn't dodge it, right? Well, I guess he doesn't have that much to be fair. But Glorio didn't dodge it, right? And then I had I don't know. I've had like Vegeta Blue. Obviously, you can see him here. He didn't dodge either. So I don't know if that's like guaranteed to hit or what the deal is with that exactly. But regardless, we're here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bit questionable about the amount of stacks that I have right now. I certainly think I could have more. So with like Goku, for example here, and this just goes to show, I've got 10 supers with him. With Vegeta, I've gotten 25. I've been focusing on the Vegeta and Trunkses, both of them, the entire time. I do think they are sort of the ace in the hole, what's really going to hold the team together. They will hold down slot 1 no matter what, both of them. They've also helped, Vegeta Blue, as well as, Goku / Vegeta to maintain being good throughout the fight. So we're pretty close though. Let's continue on. I mean, we'll see what happens. I don't know if this attempt necessarily is going to be the win, but I should, obviously we're going to kill Beast here with Vegeta and Trunks. I mean, this Super will kill them. I will not go for the Dokkan attack just in the... I mean, they're going to kill, but somehow, if they didn't, and then all the, additionals are like fucking normals, right? But even then, I don't know. I really want to stack out Vegeta's attack more, obviously. This run, I've actually gotten pretty lucky, unfortunately, actually, with Vegeta and Trunks. They've actually... And see, I mean, they're getting the crits non-stop. I mean, I'm getting the triple, quadruple super turns non-stop. And, the first 15 or so phases, obviously, I'm just making sure they get their stack. Because if they get their stack, then everyone else gets at least something. Right? So even though maybe I feel like my Vegito, as well as my Gods and Super Saiyan 4s could be stronger, I don't know. I don't think this is like the absolute worst circumstance, case scenario, however you want to term it, to be in. So we'll see what happens. I should actually probably stay in Vegeta here, given that Boo is int, and obviously the next turn has tech characters. But yeah, I mean, this has been going pretty smoothly. I mean, obviously Vegito, I haven't ever been into the final phases. Well, I got to the Daima phase before, obviously. But besides the Daima phase, I haven't been to Gogeta or Vegeta before, so I'm not really sure exactly how those work. I do think, no matter what, Vegeta would die to the Super. 100%. 100%. At least right now, though. I mean, he should be fine. I think the damage it really skyrockets as soon as you hit the Daima phase. So if he gets hit by a Super before that, I think we should be fine. The sort of goal with Vegito, and I mean, we'll see whether or not it works, is just, I want him to be able to live normals, right? As long as he can live normals, and, he's dishing out a lot of attacks, hopefully, he should be able to do a decent bit of damage. So we're starting off with a 19.4. Obviously not the most impressive number. 22.8, though. Okay, and we get a triple super, 26.4. See, he starts to build up more and more, and obviously where you're really going to see it, and we're finishing off with a 30.2, is with these counters. Now this is Vegito, 16.2. This is Vegito. He's actually on, obviously, the 220 from Strength to Goku. He's also on the 200, full 200% from Vegeta and Trunks. But we don't have, any actives or anything up here, right? And he's still, I mean, I would consider that decent damage. I mean, we got up to 20.7 there with the counter. I don't know if he's going to be, if he's going to save the run or not. I have no idea. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. But, I do think at least he'll have a chance of, getting the win. We'll have to see exactly what happens, but I do feel more or less pretty confident in this sort of run here. See, okay, I can get the int orbs though. I definitely want to prioritize getting Vegito stacks. Obviously, would like as many. Oh shit! I didn't even the physical orbs. I could have gotten them on the right. I just saw that last second. As soon as I clicked it. I mean, to be honest, we're not even really going to get a chance to stack here. I really probably shouldn't have had Vegeta supering. That probably was a bit of a miss. See, because, well, I mean, they didn't crit. Now they're going to normal. But, I mean, we have at least 2 guaranteed supers on my Vegito. And as long as I probably will get the hidden potential, it's just more of if it's a super or not. Right, and then obviously there's the great chance as well. Boo's probably going to be dead by Vegeta, and hopefully we can get several attacks in. because using the taunt obviously is going to be the big thing to try and win. And I don't like. I need a lot more attack. So 41.3. I mean, it's we could be. I don't know. Like it's okay, but I need the attack to be a lot higher. And I am also worried about my defense. I'm not gonna lie. But I think, and I don't know exactly how much he hits for, but I think I'm at least in the territory where like in Daima Goku normal that killed him before, you know, on my very first attempt. Oh, okay, we're actually gonna get one super with him. I guess there's that. Will this kill or will? Could I have actually gotten two and I kind of messed up? No, that okay. Okay. Now we're on to Tech UI Goku. We're getting so close here. Okay, so for the Super Saiyan 4s, now the thing obviously with UI Goku here, he has the dodge. You know, that does make things pretty troublesome. I really would want more stacks on these guys, but I don't know if I can like afford it. You know what I'm gonna do actually? I might use the tech that they have. I might like peek and see what the turn's actually gonna have in store for me, and then like reset. We'll see. I'm gonna pop it either way. We'll see if I keep it like popped or if I sort of reset.
Let's fuse, Kakarot.
You're the last person I expected to suggest fusing. This is going to be special. I can feel it.
Fusion! I'm neither Goku nor Vegeta. I am the one who will destroy you!
Okay, where's the... See, the super's at the very end. Well, shit. I feel like I gotta keep Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta transformed. 6.1. I mean, my defense could be higher. To be fair, I also have Vegeta Blue support up right now. My defense could certainly be higher. But we do have the guard. We do get the more stats with the key spheres, and then also, you know, we get the damage reduction for rainbow key spheres. It's just I don't. I feel like Gogeta will be in a much better scenario to go against UI Goku than Vegeta Blue will. So we'll play it out like this, and I'll from this point on I probably should really try my very best to always have the Vegeta and Trunks support active. Because if the Vegeta and Trunks support is active, obviously that 30% phase 2 does quite a bit for us. Now, at the time I am recording this, I started to say before, one of my attempts that I started, okay, so that did quite a bit of damage. Maybe I did not need to transform here, I don't know. One of my attempts, this is after the maintenance, that for global. It happened, I was, to be fair, I didn't even get too far. So that was that my third or fourth? Because whatever this is the one after the maintenance ended, because it forced me out of the run. Very, very unfortunately. Whichever one it was, this is the one directly after. So a bunch of content just dropped tonight. I do really want to start jumping into all that. But I wanted to finish this up, obviously, before. You know, I already started, I might as well. 31.3. And then, obviously, you know, these counters are going to do quite a bit for us. Okay, interesting. He's not really dodging. Maybe I might have sort of panicked. Yeah. I might have panicked. I might have honestly been fine. I mean, it's too late at this point, obviously. It is what it is. If I can hold out on the gods, get them a bit more, I'd feel better about that. Because at least with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, I can get the damage reduction. And obviously he has like his counter. And we actually get it here. But 55.9. Yeah, I mean, if he gets the counter against a Super... Jesus Christ. We nearly one-turn Tech UI. God damn. Okay, and then obviously, once again, getting... And see, this is sort of the issue. Getting the Vegeta and Trunks Super is the most important thing I can do. Like, I have to get the stat. But... You know, now, like, once again, I mean, Vegeto's not really getting a chance to stack up. So I am very concerned about how these later turns are going to play out. I mean, well, obviously we'll see together. But, I don't know. They're up to 5.4. Okay, if I get the Vegeta Trunks support, and then I get all of these orbs, 7 orbs. Like, if the Super doesn't hit them, they'll be fine, but if the Super hits them, I'm pretty sure they die. Because, once again, I don't have guard anymore. No guard. Fuck. The 30% defensive support will help a decent bit, but I don't know that it'd be enough if the Super's in slot 2. There's also slot 3 that has a lot of... Oh my god, I'm very, very concerned about this. Fuck it. I'm playing it out. Because, you know, also... And the Super's at the start, thank god. I would much rather transform the gods versus the Daima phase. If I transform them versus the Daima phase, I will feel a lot more confident in my odds. 100%. That... I am still worried about Tech Vegito, his defense. But that Daima Goku is like the only Tech enemy, or not Tech, excuse me, enemy left, I believe, throughout the fight. So if he's gone, I do feel a lot better about having Vegito in the sort of place that he is. I don't know. I might not have the damage stacked up to kill this guy. I'm actually kind of worried here. We kind of need like Vegito to go really crazy at the end. Is what we need. Because these numbers are not hitting it. And that is the thing with Vegito. As long as he's in front of like a bunch of normals, he should do... Because I know they're really tanky at the really end, but even against like the very final parts of the fight, he should be very like good. Okay, so 21.2. I do really want a quadruple super turn from him here. Okay, there we go, 24.8. Let's see. Triple super. Okay, 28.7. Do we get the quad? Please, Vegito, get the quad. No hidden potential. Huh. 15.1. See, that's still a decent bit of damage, though. And if we can get, yep, secret, 16.5. It's definitely going to help us quite a bit. 17.8. So we'll have 19.1. A little over 3 health bars gone to that turn. Shit. I need more than that. We need... It's looking like I'm gonna need a miracle here. I hope Goku's fine. He's at 4.4. We'll get the 30% defense from Vegeta and Trunks. He has the 40% damage reduction. And I'm still worried about him, honestly. Oh, you know what? Actually, we have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta here, so... I guess there's no... That's... Does he not super every turn? How does this guy work? Because there's no super. We have the Scouter. Ah, my damage. I don't know that I'm gonna do enough. I mean, I do have Vegeta next turn, and then obviously his support will be pretty impactful for Vegeta and Trunks. Honestly, if I can avoid using the Goku active and instead use the Vegeta active, and that way I buff up Vegeta Blue as well as both Vegeta and Trunks's. Come on, this is not the time to fail the Great Chance, Goku. Why do I gotta fail the Great Chance right now? Bro, please, come on, don't do me like that. Okay, 38.3. How many health bars did this guy have at the start? We've gone through... just under... Well, just about, actually. 5.5. 78 mil. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is gonna need to do a lot of damage here. Okay, that's not... I need crits. 60.8. Please give me a crit, buddy. I really... The crit is... It's kind of needed here. Shit. Okay, triple super. Come on, give me the crit. Give me the crit. 63.1. I mean, this will do a decent bit, but... And no crits. 4.5 health bars left. I'm concerned. I'm extremely concerned. Fuck, man. This is not good. Vegeta will do a lot of damage. And he has the guaranteed crit. And obviously he'll have the support Vegeta and Trunks as long as they get lucky with their crit. I don't know what I want to do here. I'm really questionable about this. See, because he has the guaranteed crit, though. And on top of that, he has type advantage. He has 3 guaranteed supers. I don't have any hidden potential, though. Mine's 55%. It's actually more like 3.5 health bars, actually. To be fair. I'm going to trust it. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to trust it. However you want to phrase it, we're going for it. I'm just going to really, really need Vegeta and Trunks here to crit a lot. I need the supers, I need the crits, okay, that's good. As long as they're getting the crits, I feel good about this. Okay, that's huge. And obviously the triple super, please crit here. Because this turn could be very close. No crit. Fuck. Okay, we get the quad super though. Please crit. Please, for the love of God, crit. Don't screw me. I'm so close. Fuck. They only did a health bar on their own. The gods... Okay, the super, that's good for us, but... Maybe I should have used the Vegeta active or the Goku active. Maybe. The gods have at least 3 supers, though. I don't really trust their crit, 40.6. But they also have a pretty decent chance of doing the quad. Okay. As long as they do 4 supers. As long as they do 4 supers, I think Vegeta might be able to clean up. I'm really worried about it though. I mean, he's up to some pretty crazy damage. Okay, see, we got the quad super. I think we should be good then, because he has the guaranteed crit with the guaranteed 3 supers, and they even crit on the last one. That's huge. So he only has to go through about 1.5 health bars, and he should do a lot more damage than either of our first two. 72.9. See, and once again, I mean, this is a guaranteed crit. Oh shit. That didn't do as much damage as I thought it was going to do. No way. No way. Don't do it. You've got to be fucking me. You've got to be fucking me. Bro. Okay, so Jesus Christ. Literally one crit. One crit. One fucking crit. From Vegeta and Trunks, that one we missed, or one crit from the Tech Gods, and I would have had it. That's so ridiculous. Oh boy. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, I'll be back again. God damn it. All right, we're back. The farthest I've ever been. I only ever did one. I only ever got to one turn of the Daima phase in the past. So I'm ready. I did obviously. I mean, the last time, right? I mean, we literally had that Goku, Broly movie Goku, one shot. So I figured we just go to the start of this phase. I have transformed the gods already. I've actually done a decent bit better with stacks. Obviously, I've switched up my team yet again. I do have Gotenks here. Now, for Gotenks, I'm pretty sure both Gogeta as well as Vegito are Ki Blast Supers. And then, obviously, Vegeta and Trunks have been stacking him up. As well as, I do have 2 dupes in him, the defense equips. I think he should be fine. I do still have his active just in case. I feel a little worried, and then also there is this high chance, which obviously would make him take 0 anyway, so... and obviously I'm running double Vegeta Trunks, or not Vegeta Trunks, excuse me, double Pack Blue Goku Vegeta lead. But yeah, we're ready to get started here. And hopefully I can take out this rat-ass Daima Goku. Now, I'm still unsure what active I want to use and when to use it. But I don't really need the defense, is the thing. The damage could be really helpful as well, is another thing to consider. Like popping it against like Gogeta or Vegito. I don't know what I want to do here. I'm gonna play it out, just as it is, I think. We're not gonna pop the active yet. I think this should be fine. I mean, I guess we'll see, but Vegeta Trunks obviously will give the extra, 30% phase 2. I mean, Vegeta already has like 400% phase 2, but You know, a little bit extra doesn't hurt. Okay, well, let's... Can we get supers? Let's not do all that shit. Yeah, I definitely want to take out Daimagoku first, though. He's the one I'm mainly concerned with, given that he is the one that ended me last time with a fucking normal attack. And I do have Gotenks next rotation. I am definitely worried about Gotenks, how he'll do. But as long as we take care of Daimagoku, and obviously I am going to transform into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta next turn, I think we should be fine. I mean, worst case scenario, I have to play around with my rotation a little bit, and I have to float someone off to keep Gotenks out of the sort of spotlight of the Super. But, I mean, that's like worst case scenario. Because Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta should handle business as long as the super attack effect is against him. I mean, I guess we'll have to see, but Daimagoku is already very, very low. So I think we're chilling. To be fair, though, my damage is actually going to fall off a decent bit after this turn. Well, no, because the gods, I'll still get the rotation with the gods. And then I suppose it'll be the friend Vegeta over here the next time. I think I should be fine. I don't know, I'm just a little worried. Okay, now I do have quite a bit of sacks on Vegito as well. I did prioritize defense for quite a bit. I was not aiming to see him get dropped by a normal again. I have gotten a decent bit of attack stacks, at least better than I did before. And then obviously Vegeta Trunks have also boosted them up, so... Okay, let me go into Gogeta before I do anything. Oh, apparently... Right, I've already done that today, okay. It's just... Okay, he's just supering there. Now... I feel like Gotenks would be fine against Glorio normals, hopefully. I mean, I guess we're about to find out. And I do... Maybe I shouldn't, I don't know. I do trust my Goku against Daimagoku. Hopefully I'm not making a mistake there. I don't know if I am. But, I mean, I probably should kill Daimagoku before he even gets a chance to attack me, I think. As long as the game actually wants to give me the supers I should have. Yeah, see, that's 154 mil aimed right at Daimagoku. You know, with a type advantage as well as this should be a crit. And then we have the guaranteed additional super. Yeah, he's going to be dead. He's not going to even get a chance to attack. Because obviously Vegito still has at least 2 attacks guaranteed. So Daimagoku is bye-bye. Don't need to worry about him. See, I mean, additional more. That's okay. Thank you, Gogeta. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, see, 53.5, I definitely could have him stacked up a decent bit higher. But my main concern is, because I know, like, the Vegito part is, like, the hard part. Now, with, my Vegito, I think the sort of idea is, once we get to the, the final boss, Tech Vegito, just use my active and, like, throw him slot 3. Now, well, it's not going to really matter too much about the, like, normals. So the purpose, I suppose, maybe the better way of phrasing this, the purpose of putting him in, like, slot 3 is the more he gets hit, and I suppose it does matter where the hits are. Obviously, I'm not just going to throw him in slot 3, just willy-nilly, but it depends on where the hits are, but 4... I'm just really worried about how this Gotenks is about to... I think he should be fine, but I also, I don't know. I'm a little scared. Okay, yeah, double digits. Huge. Honestly, I... Alright, here, let me just show this. I'm like so concerned now that we're this deep in. So Vegito, for every attack received within the turn, he gets 10% attack up. So the more times he gets hit before he supers, because he doesn't have any phase 2 at all, he will do a lot of damage. So I do want to try and work around that if I can. Okay, so obviously I'm gonna do this. And this. Honestly,
It's you and me now.
I really think maybe it might be time to drop this. This active. I don't know. Glorio is... I mean, we've done a little bit of damage to him, but I don't think... I don't want to risk it. Let me pop the active.
You think you're the only one who can manage that little trick?
Okay, obviously that did quite a bit of damage there. Should I still tag into Vegeta? Vegeta does support Vegeta Trunks. Honestly, at this point, we're so far late in. Let me just do this. Okay, I think we should be fine here, obviously. I'd be very shocked if we don't kill Glorio. So we're about to move on to Gogeta, which I've never actually been against Gogeta. So we'll see how this goes. I'm very concerned. Now I could be wrong. I do believe once we get into the next phase, I think we get 12 charges instead of 9. I think. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure that we get 12 charges instead of 9. So that obviously gives me a bit more wiggle room if we're dealing with Gogeta and Vegeta. See, this was definitely the smart play. Because that active took out like half of his health bar. And sure, I'm doing a decent bit of damage, but I don't think Vegeta would have been able to finish things on his own. I think I definitely... If I didn't do that, I might have like just barely lost again. Oh boy, here we are. Yeah, we have 12. I thought we would. Okay. Holy shit. Now the idea here... Honestly... I should probably use this now. As long as I use my Vegito's active against the Vegito phase, I think I should win. Let me... Well, honestly, I could probably hold on to this for this turn, just to be a little extra cautious. Because next turn, or rather the next time this Vegeta appears, he will be next to the gods. We will get him in time. So let me actually hold on to that, and I might be able to get a little bit extra damage out of it. Alright, here goes nothing. Now, against normals, I'm pretty sure everyone should be fine here. Suppose I could be wrong. Okay, we get the counter, that's good. Obviously would prefer to get it after super, but this is fine. So this should do 137, and one of these counters, this is going to do quite a bit. And it actually crit. Oh my god. Okay, that's a full health bar down on Gogeta, just immediately. Now, obviously, we're not going to do that much damage with everything. But, I mean, throughout the rest of this rotation, I should probably see that did quite a bit. I should probably be able to honestly get him down to... I'm not going to say half, but maybe like 4 health bars down? Maybe like 3.5. That'll be my guess. 3.5. Because Vegito, Goku, whatever, I mean 59.3. I do have type advantage. It does depend on how many like actual supers I get here. Obviously, I only have to guarantee 2. Okay, we succeeded the great chance. Yeah, once again, I think my attack isn't the most built up. I'm actually pretty concerned about that, to be honest. But I know how crazy those counters go, and I think, you know, once I get the phase 2 massive build up for Vegito, I think it should go well. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll have to see, obviously, but I think we should be more or less fine. Now, obviously, we only have the Scouter when it's Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So that could make things a little scary. But I think we should be fine. The real Vegeta should be fine here. I mean, mine's 55%. As long as he's dodging, I think he should be fine. But honestly, even against the normals, I mean, he has 40% damage reduction baseline. And then without his 3 supers. Oh. What? Oh, fuck, man. He took 1.8 million damage. 1.8 million damage. Bro. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. That's fucking hell. Wow. Well, damn. I guess I probably should have used like his active. Not even like the Goku active. I mean, I still would have died. I should have used his active because he would have had the guard, and then would have given him the defense raise. Even if we took damage, we definitely would have lived with his active. I just did not think he'd take anywhere close to that. Fucking hell. Honestly, I'm probably gonna have to put this on the back burner. I haven't been putting out much Dokkan content recently because the last fucking day and a half I've been trying to beat the goddamn Festival of Battles. Fuck. If only I had my own Broly. I'd honestly probably be able to do both the missions at once if I had my own Broly. You know, fucking. I have 47 stones. A decent bit of content dropped, honestly. Let me go and do that content, and then I'll come back to doing some attempts. Because I could honestly even probably get a team set up. To where I could beat both the missions in one attempt. I probably could. I don't know for certain, but honestly, I probably could. So we'll I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I guess fucking hell. I guess I'm gonna cut away, and we'll be back. All right, I'm back. I This is the first time in I think about a week, maybe a little shorter, 5 or 6 days, something like that, of attempts, non-stop attempts. Like I've been attempting like practically nonstop every single day. Festival of Battles. I've been wanting to beat this. I've tried so many fucking team variations. God, this event is so fucking miserable. I hate this. I hope I win here, and if I don't, I'm gonna keep it 100%. This shit can wait. Alright, this shit can wait if I don't beat it here. It's been absolutely pain. Absolutely miserable. And what I mean by this, now you guys know me. I'm someone who doesn't use items. Not because I think using items is like, oh, you're bad at the game or anything like that, right? For me, it's just like I like challenging games, right? But there's a difference between something like Hollow Knight Silksong that I'm playing through and fighting the fucking Savage Beastfly, where I have to learn attack patterns, and when I get good, I can win, and just fucking losing to RNG. Losing the fucking RNG. You don't know how many times I have died to just fucking characters failing 70, 80% chances to dodges. Not fucking critting, not additionaling. Like, or a hidden potential normal, not a fucking super. Like, it is so dog shit. It is so fucking dog shit. It is so fucking dog shit. Whoever designed this event and put the goddamn fucking charge counts in should be fucking fired. It's miserable. It's so ass. So I'm not gonna pretend I thought this up. I saw a variation of this team build online. And I should be able to beat both the missions here if I manage to beat it. Now, I do have the Bulma active. It should be active for this turn and the next turn. Hopefully that'll be it should be enough. If it isn't, I'm screwed. To beat Gogeta and Vegeta. Now, I do have both of the active skills ready to go. I stacked these guys up quite a bit. They've received a lot of supers. And even if this doesn't kill, which, to be fair, I don't think it will, Broly should be able to clean up in slot 1 in both rotations. That's the sort of thought process here. We'll see how it goes. But I have used an active against like Goku on Wrath Broly, and it completely like one-shot him, right? And he has 800 million HP with 65% damage reduction, and Broly's type disadvantage. I mean, he crits, but type disadvantage still does matter. So I figure, sure, these guys have 2 billion with 70% damage reduction, both of them. But even if it doesn't kill, it should do a lot of damage, I hope. If it doesn't, I'm done, right? So we'll see. Let me use the active. We'll see what happens. Four and a half health bars, huh? 4.5. Well, here goes nothing. Let me set this up so that next turn, because if I don't kill this turn, I'm just dead. I'm just dead. Like, Whis is gonna die, obviously. Let me set this up so next turn I can get the Dokkan attack against Vegeta. Because at least I also have type advantage here. This is the friend one. I very purposely set this all up. Now we are receiving the super attack, which will be an extra boost to Broly, obviously. Whether it's going to be enough, I don't know. I mean, we did about half his health with the active, so about 1 billion. And this Broly should be able to do 6 attacks. And his attack stats are very high at this point. Yeah, 280 million. This is a guaranteed crit. Will we kill? I don't know. I think we have a chance, though. A decent chance. What I'm really worried about is mine. I'm really worried about mine. What he's going to do. Because, you know, mine's 55%. This is a rainbow one. This one has, like, attack effects. Right? Okay, so this is the 4th attack. Like, I might be able to get the hidden potential on mine, but it's not like, with this Broly, it's practically guaranteed. I'm going to fucking flip if I don't get it. But with my Broly, it's like I don't know. You know, it's definitely a lot more spotty. Okay, so shit. He's just barely going to die here, which is not a good sign for next turn. No, he didn't. Oh shit. AGL Broly has to clean up. Now he will. Gogeta's definitely low enough, but now thankfully, even though mine's 55%, he actually has been hitting higher attack stats than the friend Broly, because I've actually been able to receive a lot of supers on him. Jesus Christ. Against fucking Vegito. It doesn't even feel real. The attack order could be a lot more nice to me than it is right now. I'm not even gonna have Glorio support up for the active this time. Please. The game. Omatsu. Hear my cry. That's a 3.5. Fucking hell. I might as well use the Glorio active. I mean, he's not on the leader skill, but imagine if I don't use it, and then I lose just barely. Like, I don't think that's gonna happen, but I mean, yeah, you never know. Oh boy. I gotta hit the Dokkan attack. That's what I gotta do. I gotta hit all the nodes. If I don't hit all the nodes, I will reset the turn. Now, we're getting a little extra juice from him hitting us here, obviously. And we gotta hope this is enough. I really don't think it's gonna be. If I fucking lose. If I lose here, man. He can't keep getting away with it. Please. Dokkan attack. Please, man. I'm so fucking done with this event, man. I was hitting higher stats on this guy before. I don't know why he's hitting so much lower now. Ah, fuck. No, man. This is 3. Shit. I can't kill him. 4. I don't have enough damage. You gotta be shitting me. 5. Even if I get the hidden potential. I'm kind of glad I didn't. That'd rub salt in the wound, honestly. I suppose maybe there's a reality where I dodged the super. If Int Broly dodged the super, maybe I could live normals. I lived the normal. He's not that. I'm dead. Chat. Damn. I, I I'm good. I'm good. You know what? I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I have wasted so much of my fucking time on this godforsaken event. It's not even fun challenging. It's not even challenging, man. It's just bullshit, honestly. It's just bullshit. um God damn it. You know what really grinds my gears there is if the attack order was anything like how it was with AGL Gogeta. Like if all the fucking attacks were in slot one, I would have had a chance because Glorio could have dodged. But there was a super in each slot. I don't know if that's like guaranteed or anything. That was my first time being Vegeta. Yeah. I'm. Yep. All right. I think I'm done. I'm done. I'm done wasting my fucking time on this. There's so much. I've not been able to get as much Dokkan content out as I've wanted to recently because of this dog shit. Like the I can't. Once again, it literally been like a week since I'd last seen AGL Gogeta, and obviously I'm not a week of hours, right? But like a whole week. And mind you, I have put in hours. I feel like at least a solid like 2-3 days of like actual playtime. Like I've been trying. I've really been trying, and it's been miserable. It's been hell. I like the only thing I could have maybe done differently. I did intentionally force Int Broly's revive. Um, in order to get his support, the 60% support to my Broly, which, mind you, I'm pretty sure did actually help me kill a couple of the bosses. That'd be like the only thing I could change. But honestly, unless I manage to pull a dupe or two of Tech Broly, I'm probably just gonna let this shit sit until 11th anniversary. I'm not gonna lie. This is just we know the 8th years are gonna easy there. They should be gods for this. I mean, one of them is physical, one of them strength as well. So that'll help the super type mission at least. I've just I'm good. I've had enough. It's been hell. It's been so miserable. Yeah, I'm gonna end this here. Honestly, I'm probably not even gonna edit this for a couple of days. I'm just so done with this shit. I've never been. I love Dokkan. I don't think I've ever felt like this about the game like ever. I need to take a breather. I whew, this has been painful. This has been very painful. I'll credit where credit's due. Harder to clear than I thought it was going to be. The only other thing I can really think of at this point is using like a superclass setup and using items with that. I was more comfortable using items because this was sort of a gimmicky team, and it got me pretty far. Actually, the farthest I've been. But you know, I don't know. We'll see. Either way, I'm ending this one here. This just probably like 3 hours long or something, and it just this event's pain. I'm done. I need to clear the other content from the celebration. I'm done wasting my fucking time on this bullshit. So yeah, I don't know when the hell this is gonna go up. thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hey, maybe if you saw my team build there, you can do some. Let me just real quick. What I did, I used the Bulma item. That Bulma item as its 25% attack for 5 turns to all allies. I used that once I got to Super Saiyan 4 Goku, because that's the 40th phase. Well, actually, that was the idea initially, and it would work, but I actually ended up taking several turns to clear some of the phases because I was trying to force the hit Broly revive. Also, maybe if you have like a dupe and your tech Broly, run like a rainbow tech Broly, honestly, and just like hold on to the Int Broly revive, and make sure you have them around for whatever rotation is going to face Tech Vegito. Um, you could probably win off that. So, and I used the orb changing items because I had to for the damage against the Goku phase and Glorio, as well as the movie hero Goku. Uh, so, hopefully that information is helpful at least if you're struggling and you actually have more dupes in your characters than I do, or just more luck in general. I don't know. I'm I think I'm good on this shit. So I'm ending this here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed whatever the hell this was. Take care.